Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elena. I wanted to make a video today. I wanted to start a channel again that allowed me to kind of have breathing room to just fully be all of who I am, okay? So this is why I named my channel Come Hang With E, because you're basically hanging out with me, doing random stuff. You know, I'm sitting in the car today talking about just what happened this morning, which is very, very on point. And at first I was really mad at Spirit, but here we go. I have been, getting ready to kind of make these videos. So I got my hair done. I also got studio lights, little lights for when I do these videos. I got a nice camera. I got tripods and everything. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can actually hang my art maybe in the background so it's not so boring, And I was setting everything up to make it perfect so that I can begin a video. And what was interesting was that even though I had these things set up and everything was perfect, or best that it could be, I currently rent the basement of a house, right? So there was somebody who, lives upstairs that literally I could feel them paying attention to what it was that I was saying, the bloopers that I had in my videos, and I could feel a heavy energy of judgment, whether it was conscious of them or not, because sometimes there's people around us that even though they say that they're not judging you, energetically, you can feel that. You can feel that it's not safe to fully relax and be yourself. And I have known this because every time that person is at home, I don't sing, and I'm not saying that I'm a natural born singer or I'm good at singing. I'm just saying that they just don't have the energy to create a safe space for me to sing and be free. Does that make sense? And I know there are people who I don't know, but I sing in front of because I know deep down that they don't judge me. I know deep down that it's safe for me to be all of who I am. Yet this person, energetically, even though I don't really know this person, when they are home, and I can't seem to paint, I can't seem to draw, I can't seem to sing, I can't seem to be expressing my truth in any way. And I was asking Spirit about this. I was like, why is this happening? And the truth is, for me, it's if I were to fully express myself, channeling and, just really diving into a space of just receptivity. When we say the divine feminine, it's not gender specific. But feminine energy is the things that we don't really see, right? It's the energetic force that is around us. It's our creativity. It's that nurturing energy. It's that always flowing state, knowing that you're always going to be taken care of and just relaxing and receiving messages from the divine to be able to either express it in the way that is right for you. So let's say speaking your truth, whether that's creative writing, whether that is, building sculptures or painting or singing, dancing, whatever. It's that divine feminine type of receptivity of feeling safe enough to be vulnerable and open yourself up enough to just express that divinity within you. And if you don't have that, if you're not in an environment that allows you to have that, what happens is that you don't feel safe enough to fully unleash that creativity or that divine energy that wants to come through. And for a long time, I was thinking, why do I always procrastinate in terms of making these videos? Because it seems I always had to get everything right in terms of the art in the background, the lighting, the setup, the camera, whatever. And here I have an opportunity to sit in front of the camera in my studio and make this video, and I still couldn't do it because that person was in the house. And I just thought to myself, well, isn't that what that is? That cycle where you want to have everything so perfect and it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. It's like you want it so perfect, but because you're so overwhelmed, because it's not perfect, you're not going to be able to express your truth. You become that part of that cycle where you're never able to fully get your foot on the ground to start building momentum in terms of expressing who you truly are, because you're always trying to make sure the environment is safe enough for you to do that. And mind you, there is, to me, I feel like there is some energetic truth when it comes to not being able to fully relax and be yourself, especially when you're around critical people or like low energy vibe people who like are judgmental in their energy field, right? It's always about energy. And there's a part of you that knows that psychically, spiritual, energetically, where you just naturally pull away. Once you feel someone's judging you, you pull away and you're not really yourself, okay? And so the message I got from Spirit today was that it's like, you can't control your environment, okay? Perfectionism is not a thing that you should strive for. That is what prevents a lot of people from taking the first step. Because perfectionism is like a false sense of safety. Like, if I'm able to get everything right, then I should be able to do what it is that I want to do. And if I line my ducks in a row, it should all work out perfectly. It's a false sense of safety. And I realized that I was doing that. And that's why, like, today was just like a hard wake up call that, yes, I can't control the environment of that energy that's around me right now, and I can't really express myself when I'm around that person. It doesn't mean that I don't feel safe within myself. I do. However, I have to also be smart enough and aware enough to know that if there is somebody that is around, it's no different than having someone stand in front of you constantly criticizing you when you're trying to make videos. Like, oh, actually you didn't do that right. Oh, is that shirt all right? Like, maybe you need to change your shirt. Maybe your hair's not right. You know, like, oh, maybe let's take that take again. You know, like, it's having that person in front of you, even though they may not be in front of you energetically. It's like having that fucking nitpicking person in front of you. So what happens is that you need to be smart enough to go in environments or put yourself in a space that is safe for you to be all of who you are. And in this case, for me, it's my car, okay? Because I ain't fucking making a video in there because I know that they're judging. I know they're listening, whether it's conscious or not. I am over that type of life. I am over that type of experience. And so as I'm moving into my truth of speaking what it is that I experienced today, it is teaching me a lesson that you're never going to be perfect enough and have everything perfect so that you can start living your life the way that you want to. You cannot have everything. You are a work in progress, okay? And that's okay. That's what you want, okay? Because I think perfectionism is a bad thing. If somebody is perfect, that means you are saying the right thing to every single person. You are doing the right thing all the time. You're always there for everyone else. And so for me, when I see that, it's like I see somebody who is like a shell of a person. It's like you are now a shell of a person because you don't have your own unique personality to be fully yourself and to have boundaries to say no. Like, you're literally enmeshed with everyone else's energy and expectations that you're not even really you anymore. You're just like a shell of a person that just agrees. So the lesson today, which is quite frustrating because I gotta be honest, I spent a lot of money on lights and like fucking cameras and all that shit. And my hair, it's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can spend like so much money on that and it still will not be perfect enough for you to take the next step if you don't have the courage to know that your imperfection and your vulnerability is what will make you thrive in your life. 111 when I said that. 111 when I said that. Pay attention. Pay attention to that. And even now, sitting in my car talking to you, like, I feel so much more relaxed. Like, when I was like recording in there, that person upstairs, I was just like very stoic and I was very like methodical in the way that I was saying. I was not joking. I was not cussing. I was just very like, yes, perfectionism is not something like it was not genuine. And I think like Spirit was trying to shake me up and say like, just go in your car and express your truth. Do what feels right for you. And because in that vulnerability, in that authenticity, in that imperfectionism or whatever, right? Like, people will resonate with you more because they also see the truth of what you're saying beyond the perfect like appearance or the look or the setup or whatever. They will hear what it is that you have to say, and the right people will be drawn to what it is that you have to say. The wrong people will stay the F away, and then the ones that need to hear you the most will be triggered the most by your messages. Okay, so I think this is a lesson for me. That was a loud sign. I'm not gonna lie, I was like crying before I made this video. I had like fall flashes on and I was crying, and I was just like, I just like tore them off, and I just retouched my makeup, and I was like, I get it. I understand the lesson, you know, because it's like, just jump in and do your thing. I know it's hard, and I know that you want everything to line up a certain way, but trust me when I say that there's always gonna be a piece of shit that is going to judge you. They're gonna judge you. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who gives a shit what they think? Who cares? You are the navigator of your own life. Only you can go and choose to move your life forward. And if you're always waiting for someone else to make the space safe for you, or waiting for things to be safe for you to do so, you will be waiting and for a fucking long time, and that day it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come. You have to be confident enough to know that safety is within you, and intuitive enough to know when to leave a space so that you can cultivate that safety. And if that means walking away from someone, stop talking to someone, moving away from someone, that's what you're gonna have to do. So that was my message for today in terms of like what I came to realize in this life. In this morning here, it's like this is what Spirit was trying to say to me. I get it. I wish I knew this before I spent that much money on my fucking lights and studios and shit like that. But hopefully this message gets to you, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.